The most popular way of playing Magic the Gathering is amongst 4 of your funniest friends chit-chatting as you play out your deck like a board game. But Commander can also be played as the highest of competitive levels.
Closer to Legacy than anything else, Duel Commander is a 1 versus 1 way to play Magic with a 100-card singleton deck.
The possibilities are endless.
We had our subscribers at home pick one deck to represent each year of the Duel Commander format and had Duel Commander specialists play a 7-round tournament.
And now we finally have it. We have a top 8 of what could easily be the best Duel Commander decks of all time.
And after 7 videos, we'll finally be able to crown the best Duel Commander deck ever.
Fele, do you want to see a magic trick?
Yes, please.
Think of card, any card.
Black Lotus.
No, it's wrong. It's Lutri, my companion. You could have done better. Unfortunately, I do not get rewarded by starting the game because you won the die roll.
That is correct. We play Minsc Boo, which is one of the rare planeswalkers in Commander that are actually good. But we want to cast Minsc Boo, and this hand does not cast Minsc Boo because there's no red source in here. So we take a mulligan, which means taking a new hand of 6 cards. I cannot keep this.
I, on the other hand, can keep this. I am playing Kess and Lutri, which is the only point in time where you could actually play your companion together with your commander. Kess is an awesome commander. It's basically about holding on to dear life just as long as possible until you steal the game by casting stuff from your graveyard over and over again, kill your opponent's creatures, but most importantly, take extra turns until your opponent is no more. Part of that we have in our opening hand. We have a lot of removal spells, no matter what Fele will throw at us, so we can delay the game, cast Kess, defend Kess, and then go on from there.
I will keep this. This is the craziest hand ever. This will allow me to cast my commander on turn 1. I will burn through all my resources. It will leave me without lands or any mana sources. So there's a little risk, but this will put so much pressure on Thoralf. This will win me the game. I don't need this.
Okay. Have fun. Good luck, my friend.
I will have fun, but I have very bad news for you. You're dead. I will play Crystal Vein. That's a land that taps for colorless mana, but I can also tap it to sacrifice it and add 2 colorless mana to my mana pool. I will also play a Lotus Petal. You know Lotus Petal? It's an artifact that I can sacrifice to make a mana of any color I want.
You're done, right?
I will sacrifice my Crystal Vein to make 2 colorless mana.
Yeah.
I will sacrifice my Lotus Petal to make a red mana.
You're done?
Now I will exile every Spirit Guide from my hand to make a green mana, because that's what this creature does.
Okay.
And I will cast my commander, Minsc Boo, on turn 1. He comes with a friend. I will +1 him to put 3+1/+1 counters on Boo and immediately attack you for 4.
I'll ask you the question again. Can you please tell me how you felt about Fele's turn 1?
I didn't know that you would take good luck so literally. Oh yeah, excellent. I will match your explosive turn with the steam vents and it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to +1 my commander again and put 3 more counters on my Boo and go directly to combat. I would like to attack you again for 7.
Yeah, take 7.
And you know what? I'll pass.
Oh, I see you made the strategic decision of not playing a land.
Where we are going, we don't need lands.
Is that fair? Good point. Okay, it doesn't look great. Good news, I have a removal spell for either the creature or the planeswalker. I could get rid of the creature, but then I have a planeswalker I can't really deal with that poops more hamsters and makes them bigger. So I think the responsible and probably only way to win is to get rid of the Minsc and then let the creature hit me and hopefully deal with it next turn. I will show you an Orborg. Now, all the lands are swamps.
Mine aren't.
Well, mine are swamps. And I will cast Anger's Rampage. I can choose one. Target player either sacrifice an artifact, creature, or planeswalker. I see your 7/7 creature, and it's very frightening, but I think I cannot beat a Minsc Boo, so we're gonna have to make you sacrifice a planeswalker, please.
I will sacrifice my commander.
And I will accept any following damage because of this. And it's your lone hamster turn.
Ah, lone hamster. I like it.
Sounds like a band.
So, you're a 2.
Yeah?
I'll play a mountain.
Shock.
No. But I will play a Grim Lavamancer, which is a 1/1 that for red I can tap to remove 2 cards in my graveyard, which I have, to shoot 2 damage to target creature or player.
So now you're adding insult to injury.
No, I'm adding injury to injury.
I had a plan, but now everything is even more rough. I would
Don't like
tap
that part.
3 to cast an exhaustion. Your creatures and your lands don't untap next turn. And it's your turn.
So my Boo and my Mountain don't untap.
Correct.
But I don't need mana to make my Grim Lavamancer damage you. I can just attack with it.
Go to 1. Okay. I will play a Maze of Ith, which untaps target attacking creature and prevents all combat damage that creature would do. And it's your turn.
I would like to go to combat, please. I'm actually not going to attack with the Lavamancer right here, because Thoralf's attack is chock full of removal, and if he removes it, he's not going to do damage. If I use the ability, though, and Thoralf has removal, it doesn't matter. The damage still goes through, and I win the game. I will attack you with Boo.
For strategic reasons, I would like to use the Maze of Ith to make the Boo untap and not deal any damage.
Yeah, I agree. That's clever. And I'll pass my turn. But in your turn, in your upkeep, before you draw a card, I would like to activate my Grim Lavamancer to deal 2 damage to you.
Fortunately, I will not let that happen. I will play Deflecting Swat. If I control my commander, I could cast it for free. I do not have my commander. She's on the bench watching me almost die. But I can now redirect 1 ability or spell and choose new targets. I would like to use the ability of the Lavamancer, which is about to deal me my last damage, and redirect it to himself.
That's so rude.
Poetic Justice?
No, just rudeness.
Poetic Rudeness? I will play a colorless land which destroys non-basics, and it's your turn.
Okay. Thoralf is at 1. Spikefield Hazard deals exactly that 1 damage that I have to deal. But this time I'll do it in my turn, because now he is tapped out and he's less likely to have a counter. I would like to go to combat.
Fair.
And attack you again!
I will use my Maze of Ith.
Oh, do you have to?
I literally have to.
So you're still at 1. How are you not dead already? I don't understand. I will play Spikefield Hazard. I deal 1 damage to you.
Yeah, not resolving. I'm still hanging on. I would like to tap my Wasteland for a black mana because I have Orbrock and cast a Cling to Dusk. I will exile a card from the graveyard. If that card was a creature card, I gain 3 life. And I see a Lavamancer which tried to assassinate me. Now he's actually my savior. That is Poetic Justice. I will go to 4 and then take your damage gracefully.
Thank you.
And go to 3.
You get another turn, I guess.
Yeah. Land for turn, and then I'm gonna tap 5 to cast a Time Warp. Target player takes an extra turn. And then, I know this looks a bit dicey, but I think it's the correct play. I will have to play a Thoughtseize. Target player reveals his or her hand. You choose another land card from it. You discard that card, and I lose 2 life, meaning I will go back to 1.
Boo.
No, that's a boo.
Oh, boo! Well, here you are. That's my hand.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to take the Incinerate, which deals 3 damage to me.
Can't cast it.
Exactly. It's discarded. You can't cast it. 4 mana. It's time for my Commanderess. Kess Dissident Mage. Flying, 3/4. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If that card is cast this way, exile it instead of putting it into the graveyard. And I will use it to cast a Cling to Dusk on your Incinerate, meaning it's exiled. And now, since it's not a creature, I will draw a card.
Yeah, of course. We'll play it first. And I would like to play a Birds of Paradise. It is, of course, a 0/1 that taps for mana of any color. And I'd like to go to combat, please. Right. Attack you with my Boo.
I will Maze over this.
You could block with your Kess. I don't tap. And again, it's your turn.
I think we have stabilized on 1 line. Wonderful. Attack for 3.
No blocks.
I will use Kess ability for 5 mana to cast the Time Warp again. I will take an extra turn. I'll play a tapped land and untap. Draw a card. Attack for 3.
No blocks.
Correct.
I like that you agree with me.
I will tap 2 to cast a Demonic Tutor.
Well, I do not agree with you.
I will search my library for any card I want to and put it into my hand. I will take a Capture of Jinsu, which gives me an extra turn, and gonna get an extra turn. My turn. Untap. I will play a fire, which deals 2 damage. I can divide to any number of targets. 1 of your bird, 1 to you.
I take 1 damage.
And then you're gonna take 3 damage. Because of Kess' ability, I will cast the Capture of Jin Sao and take an extra turn. Draw a card. Attack for 3. I will cast a Demonic Tutor from my graveyard. I will get a Temporal Manipulation, which, you guessed it, gives me an extra turn. I will get an extra turn. Attack for 3. Cast an extra turn. Attack for 3.
No blocks.
And then to finish you off, I do not have an extra turn anymore, but I'm gonna cast a Ral Storm Conduit, which has a lot of text, but it basically says if you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to target opponent.
That's my life total.
And then to end with Poetic Justice, I will cast a Thoughtseize, which would kill me if I paid it to life, but you died first to the Ral.
That was sick. If you're a commander player, like me, you can go on app. This doesn't concern you. But this is where we usually do the sideboarding, where we take out the bad cards and put better cards into our decks, but we already have all our 100 cards in our deck, so no need to do this here.
1 game away from the finals, baby.
2 games away from the finals, baby.
As kids, we had today is the mirror day, so everything you say is reflected back to you.
No, everything you say is reflected back to you.
We're a very adult channel.
Wow, this is another example for a super explosive Minsc Boo hand. Not as risky as first game, but we will also sacrifice our lands to super ramp into our commander on turn 2. But with Ren and 6, I can actually get my lands back. So nap keep.
I'll join you. I have a 1-2 punch of winning this game directly in my hand. First Tainted Pack removes my library, Jace draws the last card, we win the game.
Well, since I miraculously lost the first game, I go first again. I'll play a fetch land. I will pay 1 life and sacrifice this to get a land. I couldn't find a lion, so I got this tiger. It's a land that taps for red and green. And I will play an Orcish Lumberjack, which I later can tap to sacrifice a forest to add any combination of red and green mana to my pool.
Not bad. I'll play a Water Grave tapped, equally as explosive, and pass the turn. Yeah. I couldn't find a lion. I have a Watery Grave.
Well, I will play a City of Traitors. I can tap this to add 2 colorless mana to my pool, but if I play a land, I have to sacrifice it. And then I would like to make a green mana and tap this to sacrifice this forest to make another green and 2 red manas. 4 mana floating, 2 green, 2 red. Yes. I will tap this to make 2 more colorless. And I would like to cast Minsc Boo, my commander. There he goes again with his body. And I will put 3 counters on Boo by +1ing my commander. And then with the 2 remaining mana.
Right, I forgot.
I will also cast another Planeswalker, which is Ren 6. So Ren 6 is a 3 loyalty Planeswalker that I can +1 to return target land from my graveyard, which I will do now. I'll return this tiger to my hand. Then I would like to go to combat. And attack you with my Boo.
Wow. I will take 4, and I'm facing 2 Planeswalkers.
Well, that's my turn. Go.
I hoped so.
yeah, no, I'm good.
I wanted to have a chill game, but you're definitely delivering. That start is insane. I'm gonna play Command Tower, and I mean, I could do all of those. Yeah, 6 mana, do the permanent thing, but I only have a go.
No extra turn spell? Awesome.
Not yet.
First of all, I will tap my City of Traitors for 2 mana, because I will play the tiger that was in my hand, and unfortunately now I have to sacrifice this.
Yes.
I will tap this for a green mana, and now, you know the drill, I will sacrifice it to my Orcish Lumberjack to make even more mana, because mana is good. I will have a Wilson Refined Grizzly come into the battlefield. This can't be countered. Do you want to counter it? You can't counter it. So, it has Vigilance, Reach and Trample, and War 2. And with the rest of the mana, I will play an even cooler creature. No, nobody's cooler than Wilson, but it's also very cool. It's Laelia the Blade Reforged. Now, she has haste, and whenever I attack with her, I exile the top of my library and I can play it this turn. And if I do, I get a +1/+1 counter on her. These creatures are awesome, but I want them to be even bigger, so I'll +1 my Minsc again to put even more counters on my Boo. I would like to go to combat.
Beautiful.
I would like to attack you. That triggers my Laelia. Laelia acts as the top card of my library, and it's a Lobos Cobra. I could cast it for the rest of the game, but more importantly, it will grow her even bigger. She gets a +1/+1 counter, and I'd like to see you get out of this one.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna start with casting a Blink of an Eye, which returns a non-land permanent to your hand. So I would like to bounce the Boo.
It's gone. Well, so you take 3?
I take 3.
You know what? That's not enough damage. I will -1 my Ren and 6 to deal 1 damage to you.
Not enough. Yes.
Petty damage, petty damage.
Ay, ay, ay. And it still doesn't stop. The hits keep coming. I'll play a Drowned Catacombs, and it's your turn again.
Okay.
I love watching you do stuff.
Awesome, me too.
How also again? Do you have no lands in play?
Hey, I have no hamster. I need a hamster. I get a Boo in my upkeep because Minsc and Boo, very good friends. This has dragged on long enough. I will plunge at thee with my team. My Lele will trigger. She will exile the top card of my library again. It is a lightning bolt. I might play it later this turn.
I will stop you right there because before the counter resolves, I would like to lightning bolt your Laelia. Lightning bolt deals 3 damage to 1 target. And then I accept the damage you propose, which is 7.
You know what? I play a mountain. You play a lightning bolt. I play lightning bolt. You don't have any creatures. This goes to your face.
Yes.
Shoot you 3 damage.
Go to 2.
You know what I have? I have a planeswalker that shoots damage. I will tick them down and put you to 1 life.
I'm on 1. Fele.
Yes?
The future is uncertain, as they say. So I'm going to share with you what our uncertainty looks like. I'm going to play a Tainted Pact.
Okay.
Tainted Pact removes the top card of my library until I find a card that I have revealed before. I can tell you already, there's no duplicate in my deck, so I can go to whichever card I want to. We have made it to the point where we can cast our Tainted Pact and then follow up with the Jace. The problem is, I do need a 4th land. I cannot just empty my library and win the game because I cannot cast Jace. Tainted Pact reveals the top card of my library until I find a card that has the same name. Now I do not play multiple cards. I can basically cherry pick what I want. The problem is I need to go down deep into my deck because I need to have an empty library once Jace wants to win the game. So the only chance I have left, because Fele is winning next turn, is look at the last cards of my library, and if I find a land, I win the game. I will have to remove almost all of my library.
That sounds bad.
So we're gonna speed up the process. Thank you, editing Carl. I know you will love it. We're gonna go back to 4 cards. I will not pick any of those. I'm interested in one of those cards. Again, Tainted Pact lets me skip taking a card if it's not the same as before. All of those are singulars. And now I need to find a land. Not a land. Not a land. Land! I'll take the land. My turn?
Sure.
I'll draw my last card. Not a land either, but doesn't matter. I'll play a land and tap 4 mana for Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, may I present my empty library? You win the game instead. +1, target player puts the top 2 cards of the library into the graveyard, draw a card. I have no cards to put or draw, but I win the game. Hey.
1 life again. Come on, Boo. We're going home.
The only life total that matters is 0. Anything above? Shut up!
Yes.
All of you.
Okay.
Is all of this in the outro?
We probably extra long outro this time.